Hello folks and welcome back to Vintage Story. Last time we made a pie. Grab my pie, all my slices of pie. The wood's there. The oven's still hot, so potentially could make some bread out of that. But right now, let's put the leather in here at the moment. Actually, this leather can go into some. This leather go into wheat, and this leather goes into borax. This leather goes into borax. Seal that up. This prepared hide becomes scraped hide with the aid of a knife. No, hey, that's no. That goes straight into strong tannin when you get a moment. Oh, borax is a new 3D model as well with a new patch. Barrel there. Weak tannin, you're done as well. And there, that's going to go into the strong tannin in a bit. Right. Helve hammer. That's the thing. I want to make a helve hammer, and I need to make a helve hammer mold for that. Right. Which is interesting because I also want to do the whole helve hammer mold. I wanted to do the clay fire pit stuff, so this will be a good way to test that stuff out, I suppose. Remove all this. Oh god, okay, this isn't going to work. Okay, fine, I'll behave. Okay, and this repeats that. Let's just repeat it over and over again, I think. Oh, that was way less than I thought it was going to be. Okay, cool. It was only like 2 rather than... Okay, so now we make a clay kiln now. A clay kiln, if I understand... This is all full of iron blooms, right? Yes, okay. Clay kiln, as I understand it, you got... hold it down. Put that in there. Then you need to get a bunch of... this stuff. That, then you get some sticks, and then some firewood. Hang on, so that's the high fertility soil. Firewood. So let's grab 4 firewood. Is it 6 firewood? I wonder. I think that's a completed pit kiln. Hang on. Pit kiln. Grass, sticks, and firewood ignites nearby combustible blocks, which makes total sense. Is that a fully fledged kiln? There's a lit pit kiln with a raw hellhammer mold inside, so that's the kiln. I love that sound, by the way. That sounds really cool. In the meantime, let's think about the other helve hammer stuff. Helve hammer mold, helve hammer base. I need to make a chisel. I require a chisel made. We are going to make a chisel out of tin bronze. Are we? And copper chisel. Right, heat you up a bit. Heat up this. Now, can I do art? Yeah, you can do art. You can do art on the walls now, which is kind of cool. Like that. The black and black doesn't really work here, but you can do cave drawings. Little house there. Right, the hammer. We'll have the hammer. Once this is done, we'll make that. The pit's been lighting things on the ground, has it? It's been lighting things around here. Okay, noted. Thankfully my houses are made out of... I'm happy my house is actually made out of... mostly stone. So actually it's got a wide fire spread for the pit kiln. I think so. I'll let it go until it turns off. I don't think it's fair that only 1 chisel comes out of this, because the chisel is way smaller than the actual ingot. But also, someone said, hang on, there's a hot There's a button for rotating things in the creative debug macros. For rotating something on the anvil. I don't see it. If anyone knows what that is, I would like to know. There you go. Then there. Chisel. Right. Hammer. Upside down, please. That's it? Yeah. Start splitting now, because... let's be honest, the chisel... okay, so I guess I kind of see the shape of the chisel now. Right, got the chisel. Fine, let's go ahead and chuck this somewhere cold. Don't have to, but I'd like doing so. Nice little sound, that. Good. Now the chisel. Now, let's see, it's 3 planks. 3 planks. Resin. Hammer, chisel? What was it? No, hang on. Helve, hammer, base. Yeah, it is this. Just in the right place for that. Down. Helve, hammer, base. Good. Helve, hammer itself is gonna need. That's fine. I need the head for that. It's not a problem. I need also a toggle, I believe, because I think you need a wooden toggle. Wooden toggles are. I need an axle. Axle is fat and a log. Okay, so we have hammer, chisel, a log, and some fat. Gives me some wooden axles. I have spare axles somewhere. I did not need to do that. I forgot I had spare axles, but I did not need to do that. And from that, I need that there, plank, 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 plank. Axle there. Fat at the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the toggle. The actual helve hammer itself is that. Okay, fine. Here, so metal block. Yeah, so we've got bismuth, like how make blocks as well. So that is made by basically a lot of plates, I suppose. 6 plates makes a block of any of the metal in the game. Meteoric iron, lead, molybdenum chalcos, platinum, rhodium plates. Anyway, let's pop that back in there. Let's pop that back in there. Where did I put all the extra axles? I wonder. Oh, it's cool. It's actually like damaging and melting stuff around. That's cool. I know we have extra stuff. Did I leave it in the windmill? I know we had extra because we had like we had an axle out to there. So clearly we received spare axles somewhere. It's in here. Fine, you can have that as well then. How you doing? Slowly but surely. Need more drivetrains. I also need to start panning. I need to start panning the dirt, the bony soil. So yeah, they're all flower in 4 days, weather permitting. Hey, buddy. Actually, you know what? Give me your meat. Dead hares. You actually provide red meat, or it is possible for you to do so. Whoop. I wonder if you can do. Can you do bushmeat pie? Surely you should be able to do bushmeat pie, because bushmeat pie is traditional, in the sense that a bushmeat pie, rabbit pie is totally a thing. Although rabbit meat gives red meat, so who knows? Let me go back and that's gonna go in there. Right. Okay. So I don't know how much. We'll find out when this is done how much I need. It takes way longer than before. Wolves. Apparently wolves have like fixed spawn points. They don't have like random spawn points, they have fixed spawn points. Hello. You're gonna cause me problems? Are you gonna cause me grief? Are you gonna cause me issues? Hopefully not. Bye. Num 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 num. In fact, that did a split pie. Pumpkin pie. Oh, pumpkin pies. Where on earth did I... There's somewhere nearby. Falling in there would not be a good idea. If we can find some more resin, because we just use loads of resin. See those resins that have respawned while we wait for... How long does this... Because that hell hammer is going to take a while, isn't it? We know it's going to take a while. Over there, see it? Over there, right on my... Yeah, I see it. I sees it. This is you. There's another one over here. Where's the other one? There's another one that's over there. Two. There's another one over here, wasn't there? A lone block down here somewhere? Here you are. Three. 3 resin. Now that I can make a... Now, ooh, if I find slate, I can now make slate slate roofing. Putting slate roofing on the windmill might be an idea. Slate roofing on that windmill, right? Put that in here, put that in there. Just that pie. Put that in there. The oven is still a little bit hot. That's still ticking away. It's going to take a while. Right. Okay. Hi, I knew you were here somewhere. I kind of. But he was like, hey, there's a wolf here. I know there's a wolf here. Get back here, you. That's that. So, I'm actually interested. I'm not actually interested. Can I get, if I get this pie? Drink. Make some more bread. I want to try A, making bread, and B, making pie. Where's the you? Hi. Go back there. Grab you. You are at 6. Them. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. So first of all, 1, 2, 3. I want 1, 2, 3. Like that. Oh. Like that. Think, Nemo, think. Dough. I put that there. You can't do bush meat. Fine, I'll put that bush meat in there. Just silly. You should be able to make a bush meat pie. Let's make a vegetable pie. I should say that meat's about to go off, isn't it? You can't mix food in a pie, so if I'm gonna make meat, I might as well make more meat pie then. Okay, that's there. So that's hot. Put 4 breads in there at once. Not that I particularly needed to, really, because I've got plenty of spelt bread there. But I'm just curious. And there. Spelt dough. I wonder how hot it needs to be. It clearly needs to be up hot to a certain point. We're learning here. It's clearly part baked is clearly a stage of this, so I can afford to. That's still cooking away. Put back in here. Hi, close that down. Spelt dough. That's going to be okay. That's part baked. Okay, that is. Jesus, that just takes way too long to cook. Oh my god. Fine, give me the bush meat. Give me the bush meat. At the same time, obsidian stone. Give me my knives, please. Actually, hang on. Bread is cooked. Pie in there. No. There you go. Make some bone handled. Go and get some. They stack. Good heavens, they stack. They made them stack. Okay, so we got some bone handled knives now. Not sure if it made any difference, but hey, I think it's just called obsidian knives. I don't think there's any difference there. Bread's gonna go in here. Let's make that. Interesting. Why is that the one I just made fresh for less time than the other one? That is interesting. Pie, part baked. Hopefully we're gonna get enough heat in this thing to finish the baking procedure. Maybe, I have no idea. Not a clue. Also, as far as I can tell, hang on, if we go to H, shovel. Shovels cannot be made out of... Chert must be a new stone type. Cannot be made out of bones. Part baked. Meat pie. $150. At some point it'll say, please reheat if you want to carry on baking. What's that point, I wonder? I could probably sleep now and be okay. It's just curious. It's clearly like the hotter it is, the quicker it bakes, which is not entirely how baking works, but I'll give it credit for in this game. 146 is very low for an oven. This will probably take a long time. It'll dry out too much at this temperature. You want to cook the meat without drying it. Come on. Then we'll have a snooze, because it's probably late enough for that now. Yep. That said, I could probably have a sleep anyway, and this will probably be either cooked or done by the time we wake up. If it's not cooked, I'll just recook it. We'll have to redo it in the morning. Part baked pie. Like the bread, the dough part's fine. The dough part, you can part bake dough. That's not a problem. It's more about the the meat, I suppose. You know what? Have a snooze. It shouldn't overbake. Not at that temperature. This will be a learning experience no matter what happens. We shall learn. Learning shall happen. Okay. Still only part baked. Some pie. Which is that's the pie. Okay, actually that's the pie. Okay, that I can go back. The pie can go back in there. It's still okay. It's still part baked. You done? That? Oh, hey guy. Is that where you've been? Is that where you've been? Top of my house. Oh my god, is this still cooking away? Did I get it right? It looked like I got it right. It seems to match up exactly with the block, so... And as far as I don't, you don't need to cover the kiln. Did you need to cover the kiln? Kiln, pit kiln. Yeah, you don't have to cover it. It's not like it's not a charcoal pit. Or in my case, a charcoal mound. Okay, we'll find out. It's honestly taking longer than I was expecting it to do. Times it. What have we got? Okay, let's put some stuff down here. Hang on. I'm fully not expecting, by the way, this to operate here. I'll be honest with you, that's not how it operate there. I'm not with that current. Anyway, yeah, let's hop over. You know, I'm going to see the bauxite trader. I also looked into potash. Potash needed sylvite, and sylvite's found in halite. And halite, if you remember, was the reason we dug into where our current iron mine is. We were digging down that iron mine because that iron mine area has halite potential, allegedly. Let's go and see if you can find the bauxite trader. I've not done this journey in quite some time. So there's one of you lovely watchers, whose name, sorry, escapes me at the moment, has basically marathoned my entire series up to this point over the last couple of weeks. Firstly, I hope you're alright. You were watching several hours of me a day. That would probably drive everyone insane. Ow. That missed all of me. That missed all of. Wow, cool. Yeah. So thank you, thank you for watching and pretty much putting a comment on every video. It does help. Annoyingly, it helps. Curse the algorithm. Hang on, am I in the right place? I think I'm further up. Am I in the right place? God, I don't think we've lost the path to the bloody bauxite miner now. Yeah, but the point is, like, with that indication of like someone rewatching my entire stream like back to back to back, it became obvious. No, it's further up there because I've moved. It used to be this down when I was. Yeah, never mind. And it's further up there. It became insane to me. Like, okay, the massive trip that I took all the way to the east, that was like 30 episodes ago. I was like, really? But that feels like it was yesterday. It's like, no, that was 30 episodes. It's like, my god. Good heavens. It's like, I know. It feels like it was only yesterday when I had the massive trip. We found the bismuthinite, which was ultimately useless. There's a lot of wolves around here. I'm not doing this journey enough. I've not done this journey enough. Right over there. Are we still being chased by a wolf? It does look like we I won't say we outrun it, but we'd stopped it's just ignored us at that point. But yeah. That's crazy to think it's been that long since the journey happened. The journey happened, of course, at the end of the last. Was happened before winter. The journey was before winter started. We came back into the very start of winter. So it's just crazy to think to have it put into that perspective, you know. All right. Okay, we're here. Yeah, we've been going for a while, haven't we? And this will be episode 74. Which means, at a rate of about 3 episodes a week, this has been going on for quite some time. because it's 3 episodes a week, means 60 episodes is 20 weeks. Which means that 72 episodes is 24 weeks. 75, which is the end of this. The end of this week will be episode 75. Hello. Is 25 weeks. Which means like there's almost like half a year's worth of series. Oh my god, I think I've got myself slightly lost. The bauxite is here, so if I find my way to the bauxite lands, I can move on. We know that for a fact. Here we go. We know where I am. No tree grows like that. We've been doing this for almost half a year now, and it's still going strong. I mean, admittedly, when I first started out, I was going stronger in the sense that I believe I'd recorded 20 episodes before the first one ever even came out. I was playing so much of it at the time, and now I've got other things to be doing, so I can't devote as much time to just recording back to back vintage story. But I still record quite a bit of it at a time. I still record them like 1 week in advance, which is not necessarily. I've not always done that. I have not always done that. Sometimes when I'm pressed for time, I record the episode on the morning of the episode coming out. This has not been the case with Vintage Story. Because I still very much enjoy it. Very much so. And I'm very happy that the new patch is coming out. A little bit sad that I can't explore everything the new patch gives me. It's because you need a new world to do that. And of course, there's no real... I was trying to think about, like, but couldn't they just add stuff into the current world? Like, no, not really. How are they going to add the trees in? They don't know where you've been, and B, what you've done. You guys have trees growing in the middle of your land. Is that a leather block? Hey, buddy. Halite stone. Bismuthinite. Potash! You can sell me potash. I haven't got any gears on me, and I'm also freezing cold at the moment. Alum chunks. Alum is the new thing. Alum is the new thing. Alum is a new item. Crushed alum can make alum potion, which is used for dyeing. Also, alum can be used for shaving. But the dyeing is now in the game, because alum is new. Alum can make leather reinforced mask, thigh-high boots. Thigh-high can make thigh-highs, wow. And you can either use... Black dye is metal scraps in cassiterite, chromite, alum, or a rusty gear. Red dye... I'm bloody freezing, aren't I? I'm actually freezing right now. Yep, I'm actually freezing right now. Hang on. This is not intentional. I wasn't wondering that long, was I? Let's get a warm up and get back. Chop, 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 damn it. Chop, chop, chop. Thank you. Right, okay. That, please. Warm up real quick. Right. My temperature's currently going up at long last, hurrah. Oh, they added a new class. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. There's a new class, which is the tailor, which is the tailor. Tailor can make. Tailor's a new class, which can get a sewing kit. Sewing kit which you can use to make repairs, and you can actually start crafting clothes, which is interesting. You can actually the tailor. No, the tailor can craft clothes, which is again it's the stuff for multiplayer, right? Stuff for multiplayer. So when you're playing in multiplayer, you have one person who's the tailor who can craft everyone clothes. You have one person who is the blackguard who can fight well. You have one person who's the hunter who can go around hunting food. That's the multiplayer. The classes work. It's actually only really work in multiplayer because it punishes you for... You have bonuses for doing certain things and penalties for doing other things. Which essentially means that... you only really get to function. If you're saying in single player, you need all your functions relatively intact. I mean, in single player, having like a minus 20% bonus to a penalty to loot drops from ore, for example, which a lot of stuff have, a lot of classes have like that. If you have, unless you're specifically the class that's good at mining, you'll have a penalty to loot ore, to ore looting, ore drops. Wow, Nemo coin, ore drops, and that's, you know, that's deadly. That is absolutely horrible. You have like penalties to a lot of stuff happens, so you kind of really do not want to be doing in multiplayer, doing the things that your class isn't designed to be doing. Conglomerate rock. Never mind. I was curious if we could find some bony soil, but nothing immediately off the top of the head is here bony enough. Conglomerate rock is there. Right, okay, that's, ooh, this is some quartz here. Quartz in conglomerate. Some bauxite down here. Andesite under the bauxite. Never even this alum is a aluminium compound, I believe. I believe. It could be, of course, I could be wrong, but I believe alum is an aluminium compound. It's an aluminium salt. It was just technically so is bauxite. Even ore is essentially a salt. A salt is a combination of a metal and a non-metal. All the things we teach and learn. So, what if it's how? And I'm confused. Is alum a salt of aluminium? I think so, because alum is alumina, isn't it? It's aluminium oxide. Alum. Alum is, yes, it's hydrated aluminium oxide. Aluminium sulfate. It's a hydrated double sulfide salt aluminium. Huh. Also can be potassium alum, which is basically, alum requires another monovalent cation, which I know what that means. Yeah, so it requires like potassium. You get potassium alum. You can probably get calcium alum as well. Magnesium alum. I think I get magnesium alum. Surely not. Ammonium alum. Yeah, fair enough. Ammonium alum, sodium alum. Yeah, you go. What am I called again? I've also been walking around in a stupid way. And it's kind of end of the episode time, so we have to make another bloody fire just to stay alive for a bit. Times it is 1 PM. Right, let's get back to the house, shall we? Hopefully without freezing to death or having to stop to put a fire up. But I'm gonna have to put. I'm shivering already. It is minus 13. I mean, I'd very much like it to start to warm up, please. It is mid-February as it is right now. I'm getting to the maybe because I was in the open and sort of technically a windy area. Who knows? Right. So we're still going that way. How's my clothes doing? Heavily tattered. Yeah, I can see this being in multiplayer. This being very, very, very interesting. Being able to combine the different classes, like the hunting class, the mining class. Hunting class is like your job is to keep everyone fed. The tailor is to keep making clothes for everyone for the winter and keeping clothes repaired, possibly with some farming built into it as well. The interesting thing, of course, with the difference in multiplayer with this is that in multiplayer, whenever the server is up, time is ticking. So, you know, it roughly takes me about an episode to do a day, give or take, including sleeping. So that means a day in the game is roughly, if I didn't include the sleeping part of it, it would probably be about an hour, slightly less. It would probably be about an hour if I didn't include the sleeping part of it. Oh my god, where the hell am I? We're chatting. Which means that every 24 hours, which means that basically food would basically spoil in less than one real-time day, most of the time. So if you put a fat seal on something, you'd probably be okay with a couple of real-time days. A season would probably change every couple of days. Well, if it's in a day, 24 hours, 24 days in a world that has potentially 9 days. Well, it has a variable number, but it's 9 days standard. 999 is 27, so 27 hours would be like a season. You can basically have a season a day. Like you go on Monday, you play a couple of hours of Vintage Story, leave the server up all night. On Tuesday it'll be summer, on Wednesday it'll be autumn, on Thursday it'll be winter, and hopefully by Friday you'll be back to spring again. That's a fence post. That's a fence post. Buddy! I have a sword. Don't you dare. I've got a bloody sword. I've got a bloody sword. This is bloody now. But there's a... Oh, wow. I really overshot, didn't I? I very much overshot. I know where I am now, but that's the iron mine. I very much overshot. The iron mine's over there. There's the trader. My sense direction is getting worse. If I keep talking to you, that's what's gonna happen. So this is rye. I don't particularly care about rye right now. I know I say that carrying rye seeds, but that was me again being distracted and talking. But yeah, it would be interesting if you could like arrange it. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, by the way. This is not an admission that I'm going to get this done or it's anywhere near going to happen. I'm just theorizing. But for example, have a group of friends and say, we're not going to have the server open 24 hours because things are going to go to waste. There's a lot of food's going to go to waste if that happens. But every day or whenever we coordinate it, we'll have the server open for 9 hours, which is like a month, and a month of real game. Month of real time. Sorry, not month of in-game time. Is that finally done? It's finally done, thank God for that. But that would be a thing, so you'd have 36 flax. Yes, please. 36 flax. Yes, please. All right. Give me that. We have our health hammer mold, which requires 200 units of metal. Fine. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. Right. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end the episode now. And next episode, we will get our health hammer done. I will see you then, folks. Bye bye.